Hello everyone. I wasn't sure I was gonna get to make a video today. Um, the day started very early. It started overnight with a bad storm, and um, thankfully we almost lost power but didn't. And then we had to get up early because I had an appointment today. Uh, if you may or may not be aware, if you're advanced maternal age, which just means I'm a mom with experience, then you sometimes get sent to maternal fetal medicine. And that's happened with the last three of mine. So it wasn't a big, it's just they want to check boxes. And I'm okay with checking boxes because I really want a home birth and I want to make sure it's done as safely and all that as possible. So, um, so we left really early, and because the last time we had an appointment down that direction, there was an accident and things like that, and so we just want to make sure we got there in plenty of time. So we got there a little bit early, had the most amazing ultrasound tech, and she was able to say within the first minute or two we had been worried that I had this extra lobe on my placenta, which can cause complications once baby's here, if it doesn't detach and things like that. And she's like, there's no extra lobe. She's like, why do they always do this? They always send me people with extra lobes and there's no extra lobe. Like, just be patient and look. And so like right away, we're just like, boom, this is such awesome news, because this whole time this has been like this added thing that's been on us. And she got all the heart pictures, which the other ultrasound techs weren't able to get, and just everything's checking out. Our baby girl looks awesome. She's 99 percentile. She's big. She's measuring 3 weeks ahead. And these are all the normal, if I was a new mom, scare tactics. And they were scare tactics that worked on me when I was first time mom. But, fool me once. This time, it, definitely isn't going to work this far out. So I just know the size of my babies. I know how I'm shaped, and I know, and this is just how my babies are. And they always seem to measure bigger than they are on ultrasound and things like that too. So we met very quickly with the doctor, who actually was, his computers weren't working, so I don't know, he couldn't see everything or how he could see what he could see. But regardless, he's like, everything's good. We'd still like to see you in 4 weeks because you're older, and he wants to check boxes too. And so, and I told my husband, I'm like, I'll make the appointment, but I don't know if I'm going. So, and interesting enough, I do glucose checks at home because I think it's far more accurate and tells me better feedback about what's going on with my food choices and things like that. And he actually said, because I've had gastric bypass, I shouldn't even be doing the normal glucose tests. So I can't wait to share that with the midwives and the OB group that I usually see, because that's important information that they should know, because they were all, writing in my chart I was not doing the right thing when I was doing the right thing for me, and just not their protocol. So had a really just good day with my husband. I also took a super brave first step, and this seems, for most people, this probably seems so small and tiny, but with this allergy, with alpha-gal syndrome, it was a big deal to me. It was a big step. I got coffee out this morning. Yesterday, I was washing my coffee pot, and the carafe broke, and I was like, oh, and I immediately knew, it just kind of pinged to me that the universe wants me to take this step and try to have coffee out, and to just trust it's going to be okay. And I did that, and I am very proud of myself. And I just said to the people, and I had asked a few times before, because I go and buy coffee there, but I just wasn't comfortable anymore having a drink made there. And they were so super wonderful and took good care of me. And I'm here, still here to tell the tale. And it was interesting. Um, I went to what I would call a hippie shop later in the day. I was looking for some new lotion and stuff because I'm washing my hands so frequently now. My hands are just horrible. And I had bought a new face cream, but it's making my cheeks get real pink. So I don't like that. And I don't usually use a lot of stuff on my face. So I just wanted something. I miss my beef tallow stuff. But regardless, I tried to get a drink there, and the girl flat out said that they've had issues with cross contamination and they wouldn't recommend it. And I was just like, okay, this is okay. Like, part of me could have gone and been super frustrated, like, why can't you take these safety measures and, make me a safe drink? But I'm not going to do that. If you feel like you can't do things correctly to keep me safe, then that's okay. And I appreciate your honesty. And I had a really great conversation with my husband today, just about things I'm hopeful for. And it's interesting because I even said to him, I'm not trying to, I don't need a decision today. I don't need anything today. I'm just sharing with you where I'm at. And that's a huge perspective shift from where I normally am, where I'm like, I want him to agree with me, think with me, validate me, etc. And I realized in the moment I was starting to go down that road, and I realized I don't need that right in this moment. There may can't come some future moment where I need to, like, we need to come to an answer or conclusion or whatever. But right now in this moment, I didn't need one. I just wanted to be heard. And that was really new, I think, experience for both of us. Because it's not usually like that, but it was interesting to take that first step down that road where I'm just sharing and he's just listening, and then he's expressing what his thoughts are, which I could probably have assumed, but there's no decision that needs to be made. And everything with the day just seemed to shift and validate my shift and perspective. And I was even talking to my doula today when I got home, letting her know the good news about the lobe and everything, and just said to her, I know this all happened for a reason. I said, even the inconveniences of the food and everything, it's hard, it's difficult. There's moments I'm just like, I just want to be done. But in the same breath, there's also benefits. One of the most amazing things with this pregnancy now that I'm able to go out and do things is, and I'm far enough along, people know I'm pregnant. And I'm an overweight woman. I know and acknowledge that. And for all of my 4 other pregnancies, I have never, most people wouldn't have said anything to me until the very end. And even then they kind of were, you having your baby soon? Like, just not, it was because they don't want to be hurtful or anything. But now I'm so popped out, and you can't see me right now. But anyway, I'm so popped out right now, and I've lost so much weight that, which they're never worried if you're overweight, if you lose weight while you're pregnant at all. But I can tell when the baby comes that I will probably have lost overall a significant amount of weight just from the shape of my body and how my stomach is protruding and things now. Even just my face and my nose and things, there's distinct differences, and I bet some of it is also inflammation differences. There are probably foods that were causing inflammation in me. And now that's lessened or not there at all. Um, so, as low and hard as this has been on going down this spiral, I'm now seeing so crystal clear that I learning in these moments of things being harder and more difficult is, I think we all want to learn through ease and grace, always. But sometimes there are lessons that they just get hit a little bit harder, and they are. And at some point, I hope all my lessons are with ease and grace. Um, this was really hard, but I would be absolutely 100% lying if I said I didn't have this vast new growth and perspective from going through this experience. And so I guess if anybody out there is having a super hard time right now, I would just encourage you to keep holding on. And there were times I felt like I was stuck in the ocean under waves, and that, like, I just couldn't get free, and a wave would come and push me under the water, and I'd get my head up kind of a little bit, and then another one would come and push me down again, and I would just be like, what's going on? Like, I just want to catch my breath. And then at some point, just this little shift, and I'm able to get out of where the waves are, or being stuck, or whatever it is. And I can touch bottom, and I can touch my feet, and I can get my head above water. And now I'm laying on the beach, and the waves are lapping at my feet, but it's all okay. And I have a new appreciation of the beauty of the waves and the danger and all of that, all of those components. My marriage is stronger and deeper on a different level than it's ever been. And we've been married 20 years. Tomorrow is our 20-year anniversary. And so there's a lot. I mean, I am definitely not the person that he married 20 years ago. And he's not either. And to have this right now around this time is just, wow. Like, you can still keep doing and going and growing together. Oh my goodness. And it's just been amazing. And today, it's so funny because I think of the me just a few months ago, and the things that would irritate or annoy me, and they just don't bother me now. And because I'm just like, it doesn't matter. I'm going to show up and be who I am, and I'm going to keep radiating. And that is the word. I'm going to radiate who I am. There are people today, that most of the time I would have just passed by and not said anything. And I'm a pretty friendly person, but I just wouldn't have, I was just out with my husband, and I wouldn't have, like, hey, how you doing? Have a good afternoon. Like, even more. And it's not fake. It's not anything. It's just this shift where I feel like I'm just so open to opportunities. Even going into the doctor's office this morning, there was a woman that had been waiting. And there's some times that the old me would be like, well, I walked in the door first, and I would have gone to whatever receptionist. And today I was just like, hold the door open. She's been waiting. And most of the time that would be me, but just wanting to be done and just sit down and wait for my turn. So I think we all have moments where we're the best person and then a better person and then not a so great person. Um, but today I just kind of was like, nope, she was here first. She went to the other person and I went to this other one, and we had such a good time just checking into the doctor's office. Like, okay. It's been so interesting just being out and seeing what a difference me being me, maintaining that vibration. And I was really worried about, I didn't get my alone time this morning, so I was personally a little bit concerned, but I literally went to bed last night and was just like, it's gonna be the best day that it can possibly be. And then I got woken up in the middle of the night, and still I went to back to sleep and was like, it's gonna be fine, it's gonna be a great day. And we got up, got everything going, made it there on time, no traffic, and we conveniently missed, like, it was just starting to get bad, and we were able to dive off this exit and everything. And just all day, the difference. And I know that's from this shift. I know that's from going further down this spiral into this deeper appreciation. And I was so excited to do and share this video today because it is, I know it's contagious. I know I'm one person, but I'm an amazing person. And if one amazing person can do and make these changes, then I know more can. And I know we're all getting hit hard in so many ways. And it's interesting, I even said to my husband, I don't want to be in a poverty mindset anymore. I truly, the entire day, we're going grocery shopping. We have a big family, plus all the allergy food expenses and everything. And I just didn't look at it as lack or anything like that. I looked at it as, I have enough money. I'm staying within my budget. I am so grateful for my budget. And I just kept shifting my perspective in ways where I do not feel like I was changing my feelings. I feel like I still let that, if we are talking about the table of emotions again, every table of emotions, I am still letting them show up. But once I've allowed myself to feel that, I let it go. And I'm like, I want to return back to my center, who I am in my center. And there were a few times I was normally going to a doctor's like that, office like that, will raise my blood pressure and things like that. And, my husband was on his phone and I was on my phone for a little bit in the waiting room. And I put my phone away and I just kind of had my little morning moment that I would normally have sipping coffee in my chair. I had just sitting there in that office, and I went through all of my affirmations in my head, and I added some to my affirmation mirror yesterday that are really important to me. And after that appointment today, I can tell you that the desire to home birth is through the roof, that I know it's going to happen. I told my husband, I don't know how it's going to happen. I don't know what it's going to look like. And I literally do not care. I just know it's going to. And I could get down and fixated on, my fundraiser hasn't moved or shifted in days to a week and things like that. But I'm not going down that road because that's not where I want to end up. Where I want to end up is with a fundraiser that's full, paid in full, so that I can pay the midwife in full, so that I can have my home birth. And so I could be fixated over here, and all my thoughts and energy could be, woe is me, well, that doesn't even feel right to say it out of my mouth now. It's instead, this is going to happen. I have zero attachment to how it happens. I just know it's going to happen, and the universe is going to show up in a big way. And hopefully there'll be some amazing people that show up, or an amazing person. Again, don't care, no attachment to it. And just continuing to enjoy being further into this spiral. And I think it's a new level of trust and understanding. I listened to some YouTube videos yesterday, and I can't think of the name, but a friend recommended it to me, and it was just so insightful, and I enjoyed it so much, and I'm enjoying digging back into this part of me in ways I hadn't. I think we can kind of get off course a little bit, and something like this, it fundamentally rocks you, and I just look at it as, I must have needed to be rocked. I had made a lot of growth and everything over the last 3 years, but it was time to go deeper, and apparently I wasn't listening or paying attention in any other way, so the universe said, this is how we're going to do it. And I'm still grateful. 100%. I am trying to appreciate all of the good things about this, and there are good things. Sorry, somebody that's been overweight, their entire life, and losing weight and being able to see that they're pregnant, to me, that's a good thing. If that's the thing that I need to focus on to get me through the day, then whatever. I could focus on, I can't have this, I can't have this, I can't have this, I can't have this, because that's also true. But why? I'm going to focus on this amazing part, this fringe benefit part. Because if I focus over here, I'm going to be in a bad, depressed headspace again. And I can be that person. I was that person. It really sucked. I didn't enjoy it. So instead, I'm over here, and I've shifted my perspective, and I'm staying fixated and focused on that. And when those feelings come up from over here, I feel them, I acknowledge them, I let them flow through me. But then I'm like, I want to be back over here, because this resonates with my core, with who I am. And I enjoy the person that I am to others more. I feel like when I'm this person, I can't be givey or anything like that, like I want to be. I can't be as loving even. When I'm over here and I'm this person, I'm givey, I'm lovey, I'm all of those things. And I like that Katie much better. So I don't know if this helps anyone. I hope if you're in a low spot right now, it does. Just keep going, and I hope you can start to touch bottom soon and get your head above water. And once you start getting it above water, you'll start taking steps out, and you'll be amazed. Because however you were enjoying the beach before, it's vastly new and great. And you can look at it as, oh my gosh, the beach is a dangerous, horrible place. Or you can look at it as, this is an amazing place. It's beautiful. Yeah, it's a little dangerous, but it's gorgeous. It teems with life. It's beautiful. You get to choose. And that's the really cool part of all of this and being creator beings and having that God spark or whatever you want to call it in us. And I think this journey has taken me to fully understanding and appreciating what that means. And it makes sense why people have that hidden from them, because then you know how powerful you are and how amazing you are. And you must be much harder to control then. So I hope everybody has a good day. I'm so happy to share. If you feel so desired that you want to help my Fundly for the home birth, I would love it. I literally have cried every time somebody has donated, and um, I'm just waiting for the universe to deliver the people or person, you know, to have it all sync up. So I hope you have a great day, and I will see everybody soon.